Hello friends, how are you? I'm just going to quickly share the video into my group, my Thriving Mompreneur group. So it's just a free community on Facebook. I'll make sure to put the link after the video so that you can join us if you are a mompreneur. If you are jumping on, make sure to share where you are from. Let's see, share in a group. Thriving Mompreneur. So just share where you're from, whether you're listening live or to the recording. I love to hear where my listeners are listening in from, and it's fun to just hear from you. So I live in North Carolina. I grew up in Canada though, so I call myself a Southern girl now. I love it down here, and I don't sound Canadian, do I? But if you're jumping on, just share below where you are from so I can hear where you're from, where you consider home. So let me tell you who the heck I am though. I am Vanessa Wild. I am a mom of 2 boys, and I have been a mompreneur for the last few years. I run an online health and fitness business. Love helping people on their health and fitness journey, focused on moms. But I am also a mompreneur coach, and I help moms that are business owners, so mompreneurs, get their business from surviving to thriving. And today I am so excited to talk about a topic that I know a lot of mompreneurs are curious about: how to get those yeses when you're talking to someone about your program or your product. I know that's that one thing you're like, what can I do? Like, I get on the phone, I use my valuable time away from my kids, and I got another no. What can I do to get them to say yes? I know your time is so valuable, Mom. I know how important that is. So I want to make sure that you leave today with tips, and very solid tips that you can use to have more yeses. I'll be very honest up front with you that not every call is going to be a yes. So just remember that. There will be some no's because sometimes it's not a good fit, but you should at least be getting 50% of your calls should at least have a yes. If they aren't, or if they're much lower than that, then let's get them up there and let's figure out why. So I have 6 tips for you today, and let's get started. My number 1 tip for you is be prepared with what you are going to have for your layout of your call. Before you even jump on your call, you need to know what the layout's going to look like. If you jump on the call and they're expecting you to lead the call, and you have no idea your kind of agenda or outline for your call with people who are interested in what you have to offer, then it's going to not go smoothly. You're going to stumble over your words. You're going to end up probably word vomiting more than you need to because you don't have a plan. So, Mom, if you do not have a plan yet, sit down today. What should your call look like? And because some of us are in different businesses, it's going to be a little different. But figuring out why they need this, get them to share their story with you, what intrigues them about the product, and figure out why they should be having it in their home. I'll give a little bit about that strategy a little bit further on, but really focusing on them throughout it. But you need to have a layout, have a schedule for yourself so you know what to follow. Maybe you end up having the schedule and you skip over parts because you're like, well, this is really flowing to this. Perfect. But you were prepared to do that. You had an outline already for you so you could have that smooth call with them. We want to make your time valuable because every minute is so precious. We have little ones that we need to take care of, so we want to make sure that your call is very structured and you know the exact time that you want to spend on it. And at the beginning of your call, feel free to say to them, hey, feel free to say to them, hey, I'm so excited for our time today. We're going to be doing a 20-minute call. Feel free to say that to them so they know ahead of time the timeline that you have. Like I said, we have like limited time. So feel free to do that. And it's not going to offend them because that's what they signed up for. Number 2, know your ideal clients' common objections and practice them before you get on a call. What are the common objections with your product or program? And do you know what you're going to say? I know sometimes we're like, well, I don't really know how to overcome them. We'll practice it. You could say it to your kids, my little boys. You can sit in front of them and be like, okay, just pretend you are a prospect on the phone. I'm just gonna pretend you said that you don't have enough money, and practice saying to your kids. You could do it to your husband, your best friend. Maybe you have a colleague. Practice overcoming that objection and talking them through that objection. You need to have these tools in your back pocket so that you can pull them out when the objection comes. Just write, if you are listening, write a yes below if you totally understand the struggle where it comes with overcoming objections. So if you have faced with objections and you aren't prepared, you're going to stumble over your words. You're going to be like, well, but if you are prepared before you even get on the call with that objection coming at you, you know it's going to come, then you'll be confident and strong in what you're going to say. Number 2, put out your vibe of what you want in your ideal client. When you sit down at the computer and do a post or talk online video, you want to be attracting the person that you want, okay? If you're not putting that vibe out there, you're going to get on a call with someone that doesn't want to actually work with you. And you want to get on the call with someone that you truly they truly want to work with you. Yeah, they want whatever you have to offer, your personality, your content. Really, it comes down to they're attracted to you. So the more you put your personality and you out there, they're going to want to come to you and have whatever you have to offer. So if you try to be like the cookie cutter, you look at someone in your industry and you're like, I want to be like that person, you're going to get on a call with someone that you're like, whoa, like this is not the person that I mesh with. And maybe they do say yes and you're like, crap, like this is not going to work. Or maybe, they are like, okay, I thought you were like more like Amy Porterfield, but you're like this person. The more you put who you are and be true to yourself, you're going to attract the people that want what you have to offer, where they will come to you. So be very focused and very direct in who you are, and put your personality behind it and put who you are out there. If you're not, I'm not that funny. I'm sarcastic sometimes, but I'm not going to put out crazy funny videos for you because I'm not, like, that's not my personality. So if I were to try to be funny, people would expect me to be funnier on all my programs and stuff or on the call, and it's just not my personality. So I don't want to put something out there that's not me just because I'm trying to be someone else. So be true to who you are and you'll attract those people. Number 4. Okay, this is big. You guys know this one with me. Mindset. So many times when I talk to people, they go into a call or when they're talking to a potential client, they go into it with the mindset of, my product's a little too expensive. They're not going to want to invest in this. I know in my health and fitness industry, with the coaches on my team that I have mentored, that's a big one for them. They think that in their mind, the product is too expensive and that the person they're talking to is not going to invest. If you already have that in your mind that it is too expensive and they're not going to be able to invest into it, then yes, they are going to get that vibe from you and they aren't going to invest in it. You need to be confident. This price is a good price. The price that you have for your product, for your program, for your coaching, whatever it is that you offer. And maybe you're at a network marketing company. That product price, you need to be very confident in it. I remember one time I was on a call with someone. And they were talking to me about what they had to offer because I was interested in finding out more. And when it came to their going rate, because it was that hourly thing, they told me, well, this is my current going rate. This is what it is. And I was like, oh, Well, she's kind of nervous about that. Is she not confident in that price? Like, I sensed the hesitation in her saying it. So it kind of turned me off. I'm not going to lie. But if she was very confident in this is my going rate, this is how much it is, then I could tell that it's worth it. And I could see the value because she's confident behind it, and she explained what she can do. But once you have that hesitation, once in your brain you're like, well, I'm not worth this amount of money, the product is not worth the amount that it is, people can sense that, and they're not going to want to invest into that product or that program or whatever it is that you have to offer as a mompreneur. So keep that confidence. Believe if you do have a program and you think it's too expensive, maybe it is and you need to lower it. But ultimately, you need to believe that the price point is the right price point for what it is. And you need to believe that yourself so that it conveys over the phone. You may not be face-to-face. Some of you may actually get to be face-to-face when you talk to someone about this. I know some of you may be like bakery type items or different things where you can be face-to-face. But most of us are going to be over the phone. And people can sense in your voice whether you believe in what you have to offer. Number 5. Know a bit about them before you get on the call. So one wonderful thing, I use Acuity to set a schedule for my calls, for my meetings. And one great thing that I love about Acuity is that there is a pre-call form that they can fill out. This way, I know before even getting on the call, some of the things about them. So I know, okay, so they said that they're struggling with this. Okay, what can I talk about during this call to help them realize that my product or program can help them with that area? The better you get to know them through that form, the better you can serve them on that call and help them realize that what you have to offer is going to help them. So you want to get to know them. Even at the beginning of a call, before you jump in, kind of feel them out. Do you have kids? How old are they? Get to know them a little bit even at the beginning of the call so that they know you care. But definitely also have a form before you get on the call that they've filled out. Maybe the system that you use doesn't actually have a form. Maybe right now you're going to go and start using a Google Drive form and just email it to them before you get on the call, but at least have an idea of what they need and what they're looking for from you before you get on the call. Acuity they have a free version, so feel free to check out Acuity if you haven't checked it out. I would definitely recommend that. And number 6, this is key, very, very key. Woo, I'm like slipping on here. Focus on them. Focus on them on the call. You should not be the one talking most of the time. You should be guiding the discussion, asking them questions, figuring out what intrigues them about what you have to offer, figuring out why they want to do it, if it's fitness, what their goals are, or coaching, what their goals are, figuring out and asking them questions to really dig into why they're intrigued into what you have to offer, figuring out what they want. Maybe you sell essential oils. Well, maybe you figure out from just asking them questions that they got on interested in, let's just say something to do with sleep, but asking them questions, you found out they also need something for energy through the day. And you're like, oh, I have this special essential oils to help with that. So you can talk to them also about that. But the more you find out and focus on them, the more you can better serve them, and the more they realize that you do actually care, because isn't that part of all this, that you actually care about other people, and that's why you have what you do, that's why you offer what you do, because you want to help other people, you want to serve them in some way. So no matter what it is, there's some type of service. I know like some people will sell books. Well, why are you selling books? Because you want to get books into the home so children are reading. So there's some great things that you can ask them, really get them talking, and that is so key in all of this, is really getting them to answer your questions, speak from the heart, and have them talk more than you talk. Like these calls, right, well, this training right here, it is more just me talking. It's I was a teacher, so it's direct instruction, we'll call it. But when you are on a call with someone that's a potential client, you want to really be digging in and asking them questions and figuring out what they really need from you. Maybe if you are in direct sales or network marketing, maybe you'll find out that, hey, maybe they'd be a great fit for your team, and you'll find them out just from digging in and asking them questions. Hopefully these tips helped you today. Like I said, I have a free Thriving Mompreneur community, so if you are a mompreneur and you want to make your life and business go from surviving to thriving, come join us. I'll put the link below right when I get off. Also, we're talking about strategy calls today, so if you're like, Vanessa, you are speaking to my soul, you are speaking to me, and you would be interested in talking strategy and figuring out if we would be a good fit to work together and help you create a business and life that is thriving, I will post below a chance for us to get on a call and talk more about how we can get your business and life thriving. I'll put that link below right when I get off, and you have an amazing Friday, amazing weekend. Hopefully the weather is beautiful where you are, and we will talk later. Bye.